We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on their Beltway rivals, the Washington Commanders. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Gibson here running out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
He is making a mockery of my defensive line right now.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Brissett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he's going to have
You know what's fucking hilarious?
Gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I just got a voice line from the broadcaster about teams carrying 90 in the preseason, but Madden still hasn't fucking added that. It's still a 75.
Practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Bro, he's getting like 4 to 5 yards a pop, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Really?
Not a run that you're going to write home about.
You're the Bills, though. That
Still,
doesn't seem like a good move for him,
run.
but...
That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're
2
set up
first-round
very
picks
well
for a
the rest
running
of the
back?
drive.
No. No. No.
2nd down, Brissett.
Fuck.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Tried to press Dotson on a drag, and he just shrugged me off.
Now 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown
Bro,
on
if I
this
don't
opening
use it the
drive.
defensive line, I get
They
0
get
fucking
the
pressure.
crisp, and as
But
a
if I do
reward,
use it the defensive
they're gonna be
line, I
set
get
up
no
with an
coverage.
early 1st and goal.
Gibson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling.
Yeah,
Would be a bad idea to call cover by blitz right now.
Guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
One more time with Gibson.
Bro, what the fuck is that bullshit? It made Roquan Smith slow down so I couldn't chase the stretch.
Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders will claim the early
Gave up
lead
a
as
fucking
they're
touchdown
only
because of that
first
shit.
here tonight.
What was that?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Really
No, I saw that. It was asking me to, and I decided, yeah, fuck that.
15 also picks up the 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Bro,
And he swallowed up
78. You cannot get fucking worked like that, bro.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, you were
And the
blocking
big
it
fella
off me,
stuffed
so I
that
guess I
one
can't
up
fault
in
you
a
too
big
much.
way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Oh, fuck that shit.
But it's incomplete.
A leaping tip.
In the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
On third down, Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Bro.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Bro!
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
How far behind him was that throw?
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions.
Flowers ran that route so fucking fast, I think I ended up throwing it behind with my L2, my free-form pass.
But the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot.
Bro, his offensive line is blocking so well.
Play of this first quarter.
No. Nathan, do not trade a first-round pick for a running back. No. 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 You will manually fuck up the entire trade value of the league if you do that shit. Do not do that. I'm not fucking asking. Just don't fucking do it.
Here's Brissett.
Oh, dude, of all the people to finally switch. You finally switched me to the dude downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did.
I'm just gonna have to spend my own coverage, aren't I? Their zone coverage is doing jack shit.
He was not. Big play results.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Bro.
And the stop will come
He can't fucking truck my hit stick straight up and win.
7 yards on the pickup there.
Antonio Gibson is not a power back.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They run the toss now with Gibson. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Who?
Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How did my linebacker not cover that shit?
Stand there in the red zone.
Who's Bijan? Oh, Bijan. Are you playing the Falcons?
To bring up 4th down here.
Who they play?
Badgley able to knock this one through. So another scoring drive.
I wasn't sold until I heard Marcus talking about him. I think he was actually a fan of the pick. So I guess we'll see.
These first 2 drives, they have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
I turned all that shit off.
And taken successfully.
Do we have any good play action? No. Oh, let's just go back to spamming run plays, I guess. Yeah, he's ready for my running game, bro. Not sure what to do.
Nothing early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10.
Yeah.
They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Slot man moves right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Bro.
Oh, and his early struggles
Andrew's getting locked down.
Picked up by Cameron Curl, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it's still the first half.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
17.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey.
Oh, I knew I could be this fucking loser because if you got him.
And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever's going to take to get the message,
much.
It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson now.
Bro, Lamar, what the fuck, bro?
It's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And take it right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, let's force Brissett to hit the harder throws. Come on.
On the counter, Gibson.
Bro, this
a
is...
6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. action now. Brissett. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. That one a gain of
It's just too
20
easy
and a
for his
first
offense
down.
right now, man.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan
What do
the
you mean?
field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mostly, yeah. But it's not working regardless.
A give to Gibson running right.
Bro, my guys are just getting blown off the ball every single snap.
Into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson.
Cannot hate with this.
Season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Doesn't help that as soon as we go out on offense, he plays heavy run D. My offense can't pass the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, let's get a drive going before half, please.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Bro,
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Jackson to throw.
bro!
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On 1st and 10, Brissett. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion.
Cameron Curl has picked me off twice and made another insane pass deflection. I cannot pass to the right side of the field with him over there. This is kind of insane. Cameron Curl, the safety from Washington. Well, he's not very good, but that's why I'm having a little bit of an issue with this game.
Brissett now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
McLaurin in the slot. What do you mean? On occasion.
Out of the gun, Brissett.
Bro, give me a fucking interception. Jesus Christ.
With a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
If we can't throw to the right side of the field, maybe isolate Safe Flowers on the left side, see if he can do anything against that Emmanuel Forbes. This is 2-man. I'm not liking this.
With a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Too fucking far, Lamar.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Dresser broke his ribs.
Positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Jackson.
Dude.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ethan.
So we are at
breathe through your nose.
on a Monday night.
It's there for a reason.
These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their
Now, what does it have to do with mouth breathing?
So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Use your nose.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this.
Oh, my God. Gus. Oh. Wow.
You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive.
Oh, Lord.
As you just suggested, try and create a little bit of
Yeah,
momentum,
get
a little bit
Edwards
of
out the
spark,
fucking field.
and then maybe that'll carry over.
Second down throw from Huntley.
Dude, Huntley can. Oh,
This one almost intercepted.
I just want to throw the ball a little bit, like just every now and then, like please. Like I'm not asking for the world here, but I don't want to run the ball every play.
Be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on
Huh?
third down. Huntley working from the gun. He's got his man. That's Wallace.
Bro, I just want to come out and throw the fucking ball on first down. And the game is treating that like it's some sort of cardinal offense. And it's doing everything in its power to fuck up my pass plays. Like, dude's getting stuck running the routes. Dude's missing easy throws. This is just absurd, Ethan. No, there's a limit to how much you can abuse the run. And it's like the game is purposely saying, I need to. Dude, I threw Gus Edwards wide open. Okay, well, too bad for fucking you. I'm still in the middle of complaining. Let me finish. You're the one that's saying stupid shit and then acting like I'm not going to respond to it. So, I'm not sure what you... Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
We talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. 11 more yards.
Well, that's
that
not
go
work.
around, a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this one to Treadwell, complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up
Dear
short.
fucking God.
Throw.
He comes out in a double safety blitz. My tight end gets stuck at the line and can't run his route.
Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Huntley. Dumps it off to Edwards.
I am so sorry, Chris. I did not mean to air truck you like that.
First down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before.
Okay, this whole running every play thing is actually working. What the fuck?
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 20, here's 2nd down at a yard. Again, it's Edwards. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And now a fumble.
Bro.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to
Huntley, I gave you one designed run and you fumble.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed
My offense is going to be fucking useless without Lamar Jackson.
A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
Don't push him forward.
Give him 5
Push
to
him
carry
backwards.
there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And his throw's going to be
Yeah, sure, it's everyone else that's the problem, Ethan. Not just the fact that maybe you're a little lucky, or you have a slightly better team than most.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And okay, fair point.
Here's Howell.
Bro, how the fuck did... Oh my... He's throwing the ball right at my face and my dude's just not reacting. Like, I don't understand.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down.
Put up a
Even with
fucking
the 3
hand,
score
Queen.
lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he's got room. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Okay, I'm just going to use the D-line.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Bro, you can't bounce right off your fucking hands.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Oh, sorry, he's just calling tight, 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 tight.
24 on 3rd down.
Fuck. Right.
3rd down, here's Patterson. Touchdown!
Bro, he took a half-back drop for a fucking touchdown. I don't...
Patterson,
marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
All right, let's simplify this shit to high school level.
We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, here's Huntley. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Huntley. He's able to find Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Huntley.
Again?
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Huntley. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion right is Brown. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Running the counter, Patterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme
How's it going?
Open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Shit, dude. Sam Howell on 5 wide. I am blitzing that.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Howell running right on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Howell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself,
We've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Huntley to throw.
Bro. Dude, you can't get pressed for 5 goddamn seconds. Scrambling. Yeah, I'm not scrambling enough, I guess.
No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Shit.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
4th down, Huntley. This could be a first down.
I threw a deep out late on 4th and long, and he tackled the receiver for a PI. It would have been an incompletion too if he just knocks it out.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Buying time to his left.
Oh, fuck, bro! I didn't know which button it was! Fuck this scramble drill bullshit! Give me a receiver button. He was wide open 30 yards downfield. It's probably triangle, wasn't it?
And his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there.
This man could call the most brain-dead run and still go for 12 yards.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Somewhat, but my dude's just not doing shit either. This is not purely user error.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington.
You drink that Sprite icy that was in the freezer, didn't you? Or did somebody pour it out? It's been in there for like a week, hasn't it? Yeah. You never did? Damn. Hating on the Sprite.
And they take a knee.
Did I? Pretty sure I saw you put it in there. I didn't put it anywhere, bro. I saw it was removed from where I put it on the counter. I assumed someone put it in the freezer.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.